Libra, how you doing? Let me know if you can hear me okay with the heater. I've got it a little bit away and turned the opposite way, so hopefully it's not that loud and you can hear me okay. This is going to be your reading for January 2025, just after the full moon. It's the day after the full moon, January 14th, which was a wolf moon, Cancer in Capricorn, right? Which is something, it has to do with polarity, right? Your polarity sign is Aries. So you could be an empress dealing with an emperor, right? You could be calling in that masculine energy of the emperor, of Aries, of the fool, taking a leap of faith towards something new. The fool dances under the full moon, right? They trust in the divine. They trust in the 5D. So there's a trust here. This is a reading for singles, right? Singles and new love. If you are in a connection, a long-term connection, and you are having questions about that, and you're going to tarot to tell you what you feel, there's your answer, right? So trust your intuition either way, but this is directed towards single, new love, new connections, next in love for Libra. Okay, cardinal air. Let's see what we have. The Hierophant. So in the shuffle, I was getting the Four of Wands popping out, and which is marriage, right? It's the union. It's the sharing of vows. It's the oath that you make to your loved one, whether that be in a traditional ceremonial sense, or you just have that conversation about exclusivity, about what you both want long term, how you factor into each other's lives, right? The Hierophant is about traditions. It's about marriage. It's about the merging of the 5D and the 3D, right? The 5D is feminine, the 3D is masculine. So the Hierophant is the translator. They're the medium, the mediator, the spiritual leader of the 5D, and they translate everything into the 3D. So all of your, if you're the feminine, all of your sort of woo-woo belief systems are about to be brought into reality with, it feels like with someone else, right? The Hierophant is, it's the Empress's counterpart, Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus, but someone in this energy is very grounded, fixed. All right, so that's someone you could be dealing with. That could be your energy, and that energy is of the Empress, because Earth is feminine. I almost pulled from the opposite deck there, so we'll clarify the King of Wands with that. So with the King of Wands, again, you could be dealing with a fire sign. My little Leo distracted me a second ago. And so you could have those placements. You could have an Aries placement, Leo placement, or you could be dealing with an Aries, a Leo. We have the Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. So there's a lot of fire around here. So you are cardinal air, cardinal is fire, and so it's like there's a lot of passion coming into you, but it's not until you get into your counterpart of the Empress energy, right, into your fixed feminine energy, that this fire comes to you, right? Maybe you were a feminine who chased things, pursued things, right? You were more in your cardinal energy, which cardinal is fire and swords are air. Both are masculine energy. So if you're a feminine, that could be a struggle for you to get into your feminine energy. That always is for Libra, or for masculines that are maybe Scorpios. I'm just bringing that up as an example. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could be a cusper. But Scorpio is, if you're a masculine and you're under fixed water, right? That's earth and water. You're under a double feminine, elementally speaking. That can be your challenge to get into your masculine energy if you are under that sign. You could be cross-watching for a Libra as well. All right. So let's see what this King of Wands, Page of Swords. Someone is watching this Hierophant energy, and there's that Four of Wands again. Marriage. Somebody wants to offer a passionate proposal. They're bringing in their wand. Now you got the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands, right? The Knight of Wands fights for passion. They fight for whatever it is that they want. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some competition that this person sees. And then there's death, Scorpio energy. So, which is all the sacral chakra, which is sexual energy, it's creative energy. So this person is very inspiring, right? If it were just the Knight of Wands, you know, coming in without some stability around it, this is like the, you know, player, fuckboy. This is someone who just comes in for a good time, not a long time, right? But this, if that is the case with this death energy here, 13, 4, 4 with the wands, this 4 of wands, this person is putting that to rest. They're choosing this Hierophant, which is you, Libra. This is the feminine aspect, which is interesting because the Empress is Libra and Taurus, and the Hierophant is the masculine aspect of the Libra, or of Taurus. So, yeah, this could be the masculine. And again, I feel like the reason I brought up that Scorpio is you could be the masculine that is more in your feminine element, or, you know, you could be a male that is more in your feminine. You could be the divine feminine as a male, and you could be the divine masculine as a female, right? So that could be the case as well. Take it how you want it. There's that, yeah. 7 of Wands. There's competition. And somebody is guarded, all right? This Hierophant is breaking traditions. So maybe it was the old way of this Libra here, masculine or feminine. I'm going to call you Hierophant because that's what's representing you at the center here. That this Hierophant, if that's you or whomever you're dealing with, or a cross watcher, I think their past was maybe more casual. Maybe they sort of gave into lower things, right? There's like, they're fighting the 6 of Wands here though, so that's self-worth. I feel like this person may be self-sabotaged. That's where the King of Wands is looking. So maybe that is this Knight of Wands, the masculine that's coming in. Yeah, there's a lot of like, could be same sex. There's like some confusion here as far as masculine or feminine. So it could be a close mirroring. But we have the 3 of Swords here, which, yeah, I feel like this masculine, this Knight of Wands, if this is the King of Wands, all right, is not, they could have left a marriage. The masculine could be getting out of a marriage, some sort of union that was faulty. But there's an ending to putting sexuality at the forefront of every connection, right? This person wants true intimacy, right? They want it with just one person. They want exclusivity. Yeah, there's 7 of Wands again. This person is, this broke their heart. This old pattern broke their heart. It deceived them. Which is why they're in the Page of Swords energy and only coming in as the Knight, because the King of Wands is looking away from the Hierophant. So it's like we still have new energy coming in, which is good. That's why we're here. But it's like new for them as well, because it's maybe they just got out of something 7 months ago, right? Maybe they got out of like a 7-year marriage. We have 7 of Wands and 3 of Swords, right? So if that's you, Libra, there's your cardinal and your sword sign. You could be dealing with again, mutable fire. That does clarify the Knight of Wands as Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. But this is somebody who, Sagittarius is all about the crown chakra. It's tapping into source, your truth, downloading, giving your power, submitting to the power and the will of destiny and the universe, right? And not trying to control everything. This knights fight for their might to party. but they fight for, like, with all their might. And that's the Seven of Wands, is this person is fighting against their own self-worth. There was a lot of self-sabotage with this person. So I think this King of Wands is looking away, because a king looking towards their person is going to be more direct in their pursuit. But this person is looking away, but their Page of Swordsing looking at this union that they want. So there's still they're a little bit timid. Maybe they dealt with somebody of similar energy. I'm getting a lot of cross-watching here. Wheel of Fortune. King of Wands is someone who's also like a boss at work. So this person could have just been focusing on their money. Maybe their last relationship depleted them of money. Wheel of Fortune is it's all the fixed signs. So it's fixed energy, which is Pentacles. Pentacles are health and wealth. This person's health could have been, like with all these wands burning, like maybe they caught something. Maybe this person was deceptive, and you know, whenever you transfer energy sexually, so whether it was with multiple people as a player, or they were in a long-term commitment with somebody who deceived them, there was something that they broke their own heart. They deceived themselves. They lied to themselves. They were doing something that was not aligned with their truth. Either way. And it messed with their sexual energy. Right? So a King of Wands. Wands are, you know, it's passion. And that can be in work. So maybe they just transferred all of that passion. Maybe it was just good sex with this person. And they were in like the sex haze for, who knows, 7 years or whatever, for however long they were with this person. Could be 3 with that 3 of Swords. But something in the masculine energy was, and they're feminine figures here, so it could have been could be the feminine that dealt with these masculine entities that just sabotaged their heart chakra. It made them fearful. It made them reject their truth, right? Because swords are truth. And I feel like this Page of Swords is like, I think this Libra, or this could be you, Libra, right? If you're the masculine is watching and like, this person might be my truth. Like I'm 99.999% sure. But there's like something that they're waiting to come in, and that is about their own health, their own wealth, their own value. Pentacles are value. So there's something they're waiting for, maybe a sign from the universe, and maybe that's that kind of giving it to the universe to tell me what to do. You know, like give me a sign that this is my person. What's this sign gonna be? Let's see. Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, you could be dealing with an earth sign. But there's a lot of swords, a lot of wands. And so as the Libra, I'm going to speak for just the Libra here, because that is their reading. And I am getting a lot of cross-watching, a lot of mirroring. So there is like some interference here as to whom I'm talking to whom I'm speaking. But there is, as cardinal, fire being like the underbelly of your swords, right? It's like warming your air, right? So everything that you think, everything you say, everything, your thoughts and your words become your beliefs. Everything that you believe has been influenced by this underbelly of passion. Now, I think that it was misinterpreted and misguided as sexual energy. With Scorpio here, with the sacral chakra, our greatest source of creative energy is our sacral chakra, our sexual energy. All right, biologically speaking, that's where all life comes from, and energetically speaking, that's where creation comes from, right? So whatever this person wanted to create, I mean, there could be children involved. I don't really see that. The king doesn't have anybody around them, but we may pull for their ex-queen, and there could be You know, maybe they wanted that and they didn't have that, which thankfully, right? That's, if you weren't able to have children with this person, that was salvation. Because nothing makes a split, especially a divorce, harder than having kids between you, right? This feels more like finances, property, health, with the swords here. It's like, this is somebody whose swords are head. Their head is in their heart, right? They were thinking with the wrong head, first of all, and then they were swept up by the passion, by all the emotions of it all, and then they realized, like, oh, yeah, my Libra and I just had a dispute over breakfast. So she's looking at me like, when am I getting my breakfast? But I'm making sure that she waits. Maybe there's a little bit of waiting, a little bit of like punishment. Maybe you feel like you're being punished. You know, maybe some self-punishment. Because this is Three of Swords, and the swords being in your heart. It's like your thoughts and your words become your belief. But I think that this doesn't feel like it became your thoughts and your words, but I think it came from somebody else. Somebody else told you your value, your big heart was too big. Like maybe you were told that you were over emotional, and so you blocked that off. And so if you're approaching relationships and connections and manifestations with this blocked heart chakra, then it's just going to keep putting swords, and you're like in this box and you're in swords. Swords can also be, it can be like addiction, substance use, that's specific, but there's a lot of swords, a lot of needles. Maybe there was a lot of testing going on. You could have been feeling like, again, like you're being punished, like you're being tested. Maybe with these connections, you believed in them, and every single time it was like another sword. Or again, maybe with this sexual energy, you had to get tested a lot. There was something with needles here. Maybe you're diabetic. But this person is in a box, right? So for all these swords to be, it's like, it's a self-imposed prison, but other people are putting these swords in your box. They're telling you, like, you need to stay in there. You need to stay in there. You're in trouble. You're bad. You're ugly. You're worthless. You're this. You're that. Think about that. The High Priestess. Yeah, see, this High Priestess, see, I literally burned her. Sorry, High Priestess. I ask forgiveness every single time. I burned her with some sage. And, the picture was always like this, but it just makes the picture more ironic, I guess, is that she's covering her heart chakra. High Priestess, Pisces energy, you could have a Pisces place in it. That's your intuition. So it's like your intuition is your balance point between the head and the heart. It's when those two are aligned that you feel you can trust your intuition. So there's a lack of self-trust here. That's what this is. This Seven of Wands is fighting your own self-worth, self-reliance, self-recognition, and you have those things when you trust yourself. So yeah, maybe this Page of Swords is doing Five of Cups here. We have the Hierophant at the center. We have all of this good stuff, but on the peripheral, we have all this clutter, except for the Wheel of Fortune and Ace of Pentacles. I was going to say Page of Pentacles. So again, you could be dealing with an Earth sign. They could be younger. The masculine could be younger. This Page of Swords. And then there's this Five of Cups. There's a lot of like regret, looking back, guarded energy, blocked energy. Okay, we have Three of Pentacles, which is coming together. It's collaborating with friends, those that you do trust. So maybe, maybe confiding in those. right? It's like these people are going to this person here, and they are putting that glass up against the door to listen in. It's like they're going to somebody for insight. So you could be going to somebody, or this masculine here, this Page of Swords, could be going to somebody for information, assistance, advice, guidance. I mean, again, if they're cross-watching or listening to tarot, then yeah, they could be trying to get more information that's like solid information. Because I feel like if they try to just go off of what they feel about this person, they're afraid, because the last time that they just went off their feelings, right, which were lower shadow feelings, right? So I feel like this person's done work. They're in their King of Wands energy. They have the Six of Wands. They're just fighting it. So it's not that they don't have any self-worth. It's just something about this Libra here, this Hierophant here, the feminine, that is triggering them into questioning their process. Like, can I trust my intuition? You know, and that could be, threes are Holy Trinity, right? They could just be talking to Source. They could be praying. They could be meditating. They could be, again, listening to tarot. They're looking for divine assistance. And the Fool, there's that Fool. The Fool dances under the full moon. So yeah, maybe this full moon revealed something to them. Maybe, you know, the full moons are all about release. And just letting the moon do its thing. I mean, it's also the most clarity that you're going to get under the moon energy being about lack of clarity, confusion, mystery, right? The High Priestess is very mysterious. So maybe the feminine has blocked off their heart, or they have a guarded, like, it's like both of you are in the Seven of Wands. You're both guarded, but somebody is fighting themselves and somebody is running from themselves. They're fighting their truth, running from their truth. So either way, it's like, could be runner, chaser, but it's, that's not going to be helpful. That's not going to be helpful. So I feel like in this maybe this full moon, you both came to some sort of, because there's a lot of mirroring here, maybe under that full moon you're able to mirror and get some sort of clarity about yourself, about trusting your intuition, about admitting you know nothing, admitting that 22:55 on the clock there, right? So maybe those numbers mean something to you. You might be seeing those patterns. Maybe you received your sign from the universe that you've been asking for. Like, the feminine could be sitting over here, and not even unbeknownst to them, this Page of Swords is doing all of this in their head work and like trying to, but they're doing pentacle work. So you're either dealing with an earth sign that's watching you, or they're trying to find something solid, because I think that they doubt their words, right? They doubt their feelings. And so it's like they need something tangible, which the masculine is the 3D, right? So they need something tangible that they can offer. Maybe a gift. They might be offering you a gift. Maybe their love language is gift giving. Maybe they've realized your love language is gift giving, right? But it's like they've been studying you. They've been gathering information. And I think that something around this full moon has given them the clarity that they need, right? See, this full moon is shining over this union. So this full moon, I think, really offered something that gave this person confidence to go, whatever was haunting me, right? Whatever was haunting me in the past, whatever, it's time to move forward. And they're looking at the past. Why are they looking at the past? It doesn't feel quite like they're like relying on faith. It feels like there's still a little bit of timid, but the Fool jumps anyway. It's not that the Fool is fearless, although they are the 0, which should be without any influence. Like, it's an unconditional leap of faith. Ace of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. And see, this person kind of looks like if you've ever seen The Conjuring, it reminds me of there was a crooked man who bought a crooked house, who had a crooked dog upon a crooked hill or whatever. So it's like a nursery rhyme thing. It's like the little kid in their jammies. So this person could be telling themselves stories. Now, whether or not those stories are benefiting them or not, we'll find out. But the Nine of Pentacles is, there's someone who is stable here. There's somebody who has been working on themselves, working on their health, working on their fitness, up in the gym. Like, they are fergalicious. They look good. They're catering to themselves. They're and so maybe the fear, it's like this connection is triggering the both of you. It's solid. What's here is solid, but it's like there's a lack of trust on both of your parts. And it doesn't feel like you don't trust the other person. I mean, you can't really trust anybody else if you don't trust yourself, but it feels more like, can I trust myself? Can I trust the work that I've done? Like, all this work that I've done to get to this stable place, is it enough to offer? Am I balanced enough to let someone in? It's like eat, pray, love, okay? Sometimes losing balance for love is part of living a balanced life. And that's the Fool, right? Sometimes you just have to be a fool, you know, serendipity. These are the movies I'm getting. You know, you have to be okay to be thought foolish, right? Like, that's the sacrifice you make for love. There's a sacrifice that needs to happen here, where it's okay to be childish, be silly. And maybe this person is looking at the past because they're going to, maybe there's a little bit of shame attached to the past. And so it's like, you need to kind of just look at it in amusement. Look at it unconditionally, like you're a child, like an imaginary friend. No judgment, right? Zero judgment here. You're just playing with the past, right? Not that you are giving energy to it actively in the 3D, but something with the Fool, the intuition, the inner child. There's something about you just needing to, like, be kind to yourself and just laugh it off. Like, yeah, I have a checkered past, right? Maybe somebody was in jail, right? These prison stripes or whatever. Maybe there was something about jail time. And with this box here, all right, there's that 10, and I was adding that 7 of Wands and that 3 of Swords as maybe they were in something. Maybe they were in something for 10 years. All right. There's something about 10, but 10 is an ending for this new beginning. And so it's, and we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So there's a lot of feminine, nurturing energy here to, I don't want to say combat, but to soften these wands and these swords, right? Like, there's a lot of feminine, nurturing, healing energy here. It's ready to be tapped into. You both have it. You both have done this work to get to the King, get to the 9 of Pentacles, right? To get to this balanced place in yourself. So you can trust your intuition. You're not going to get burned again. I'm not going to burn her again, okay? Maybe you dealt with a Taurus. Because we have the Hierophant here, and, you know, I'm the one who burned them. But with the High Priestess and the Hierophant, that's the High Priest and the High Priestess. So it's like you're both mysterious. And you're both into the woo-woo stuff. Like, you're gonna be able to share space in a way that you can divulge your secrets, right? You can talk about your past or not, right? Free will, but you can talk about anything with each other. This person's not going to judge you. So you have to stop judging yourself, right? Because like attracts like. So make sure that you are just being, like, you know, this could have been a self-imposed prison. This could have been literal prison. This could have been, you know, a connection, a marriage, a relationship, right? Something that made you feel like you were trapped. Or maybe you drank a lot with that, like popping the cork. And you could be celebrating. And there's a need to have gratitude and celebrate everything that you learned, everything that you did gain. So instead of focusing on what you lost or what the time lost, it wasn't lost, right? Celebrate the fact that you were in this relationship. And again, if you wanted kids or didn't have kids, like if you have children, celebrate the fact that you were blessed with children with this person. If you don't have children, celebrate the fact that you don't have children with this person, right? Or like it could have gone on for more years, right? Be grateful for the fact that you ended it when you did, that it ended when it did, however it came to an ending. Because if you attach shame to it, shame, I know your name. You need to call up the shame demon here so it doesn't sap your life force, so it doesn't keep hurting your heart and keep stabbing you. It's like shame is a self-imposed prison. It's from the outside. It's caring what other people think. It's caring about other people's judgments. Heal yourself. You know, guilt comes from the inside, shame comes from the outside. Cream on the inside, cream on the outside, right? That's a song about a car. Yeah, this Five of Pentacles left out in the cold. You can be in this lack, and then the Ten of Pentacles, right? That's the solution to every five, is bring it to an ending. But this is the glorious ending. This is the partnership. This is somebody that you can play with. And I feel like I was getting that earlier. Like you guys are going to be able to just share space. You don't necessarily have to talk. It's like, and there's the checkered past, right? You don't have to necessarily talk about every dirty detail. I feel like this person mirrors you so much that you can just sit in each other's space and the devil can be down there playing with itself. Like, you don't have to keep rehashing this. This person doesn't care about your past. They care about your present and your future as a couple, your future together. So that's all this person wants. And see, they're going to grow old together. This is your person that you're going to grow old together with. Where was I going? Yeah, I feel like I sidetracked into a movie and then I didn't quote it, maybe. But this is lack mentality. It's that devil energy. We don't need this. Put that in the past. Rafiki that shit. It doesn't matter. It's in the past. And that's that. He hits him with that giant staff, that wand. It's like, okay, whoop. If you are arguing with your self-worth, knock it out. Knock it out. Robin Hood. Maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn. Maybe something in this season, because Kevin Costner is a Capricorn. But I'm thinking Robin Hood. And also, Russell Crowe plays him. And we've got a woodpecker that just flew in, which is the Native American zodiac for Cancer. So yeah, we're in Cancer and Capricorn energy. And your polarity sign is Aries, and Russell Crowe is in Aries, and he played that. So there's a lot of cardinal energy here. We got Cancer, we got Aries, and we got Capricorn, and then that's in your reading. So it's like the wands here, but this reminds me of him fighting Little John, and he robs from the rich to give to the poor, right? So it's like your belief systems determine your manifestations. So if you believe that you are unworthy, if you believe that you are whatever you're believing, I don't want to put more words into your mouth because I feel like you have enough words that you're dealing with, but I don't feel like they're kind words. You need to be playful and kind with yourself. You did what you did. You said what you said. It's in the past. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter to you because it made you who you are, and who you are is who this person loves, and that's who they want to be with, and that's who they're going to fight for with that Knight of Wands. They're going to come in, and we got the Seven of Pentacles. Everything that you've done led you here. It was supposed to happen. It was all seeds, you know. So Nine of Wands, stop fighting it. You know, you're not the wounded warrior here. You're the victor. You're not the victim. Page of Cups and Two of Cups. Yeah, you have that Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, Two of Cups. You've got this incoming offer of love, stability, partnership. Okay, so, you know, I'll throw this out there because the mantra that I'm working under right now is what I want wants me, which is an acceptance of your value and your worth, saying that you're not in a cycle of attracting losers and fuckboys and casual connections and people who are out to get you, burn you, break your heart, lie to you, deceive you. You're not in that frequency. You're in the frequency that where I am, what I want, wants me. And therefore it is mine and I am theirs. Like, you're already in this union with this person. In the 5D, I feel you guys connecting so much in the 5D. It's time to bring it into the 3D with those pentacles. It's time to just bring it into reality and trust. Just trust in yourself that you've done the work, that you're worthy of love, whatever that you are questioning, right? Give those question marks to Source, because they're not helping you, right? You can't attract, you can't manifest with a question mark. You can only manifest or attract with a period, with an exclamation point, with a finite, definite, direct, matter of fact, I am that I am statement. So affirmations are going to be important to you. Maybe every morning when you wake up, give yourself a couple affirmations that are going to attract this love to you, that put you on the frequency of attracting what is destined to it's already happened. Right? We won't get into that conversation, but I feel like if you know, you know. So, all right, Libra, I hope something resonated in here. I hope there was something in here for you. If you want to support the channel, this space, the work that I do, everything you need to know is in the description box below. And if you have any questions, comments, you know, that's in the description box below. But yeah, this feels really good. So just get out of your own way. Give it to God. Give it to Source, whatever your higher source is. It's beautiful. So I love you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for holding space. Thank you for your support. And until next time, I wish you well.